Lexi, you heard Coach kind of sing your praises as you're walking in here. Kind of, what do you think about your performance today? How proud of you are you of yourself? Are you?
I mean, I think I just had a different mentality, and I kind of just fed off my my teammates, and I also wanted to lift them up as well. And just like every play, I just don't take off. That's who I am and who I've always been. So that's who I just brought today.
Yeah, and you also played the most minutes you played for CSU tonight. How happy are you to be out there on the floor as much as you were today?
Yeah, having that opportunity I think really helps and just helps me also calm the nerves a lot. And I think that was a big step tonight, and I'm excited for the future.
And you guys are both coming off of 2 losses, those pretty tough losses. How important is a win like this before going on the road next week?
We really needed this win tonight. We needed this bounce back win, and I think it's going to give us momentum going into the next game, going into conference play. So this was a big one for us.
Alexis, you had a season high in points and assists. Can you just walk through your mindset coming into tonight's game after 2 kind of tough fought losses? How were you thinking going into today?
I just knew we couldn't afford to lose this one. We work so hard day in and day out, and we need to be more consistent showing it on the court. And today we showed, pieces of what we could really be, and we can even be better than what we were tonight. And I knew, like I said, we had to win this one, and all of us came ready to do that.
When a game starts pretty back and forth like today, and physical defense from both sides, how do you guys balance out, keeping up with the defense, but also with offensive production?
I think the defense feeds into our offense. I mean, looking down the court and also getting those fun, scrappy plays that builds momentum for our offense, and also getting to the rim like Lex amazingly does. I mean, I think that that just works in our favor.
I mean, starting out in the third quarter, you guys were forcing turnover after turnover. How important is momentum going into the second half of the game?
Yeah, we talked about at halftime coming out with a force. Not letting them back in it and growing our lead more. And we came out with a lot of energy, ready to do that. And, Lex played a big part in that. She was aggressive on the post inside, getting touches. And even if she wasn't getting the steal, she was disrupting the post inside. And it really hurt their offense and, got us momentum on offense.
For a high-scoring, good offensive team that gets to the free throw line a lot, you guys held them to minimal free throw attempts. They didn't get there until the second half, and you held them to 26% shooting for the entire game. Was there something in the game plan that kind of led to that, or was it just a good collective defensive effort?
I think it was just sticking to our defensive principles and also just keeping it where we need them, I guess. What do you?
Going in, we knew that they were going to be a 3-point shooting team, and that's what hurt us against Utah, and that was something we focused on and needed to grow in that way. And so going into this game, we were ready to prove that we were ready to guard that 3 and be more dynamic that way.
We also had a really great practice the day before in defense and everything. We were really focused.
We saw Maddie Bragg be really aggressive in the paint. How do you see her impacting the game as you get further into the season?
Mm-hmm. Maddie's a strong girl. Mm-hmm. She's a big presence in the paint, and when all of our pieces are lined up perfectly, she's tough to guard inside, and we just need to keep feeding into her and building her up, and because we need her presence in there, and she works so hard, so she just needs to be positive and ready to bring it every single day.
Yeah, and Maddie and I, at practice, obviously we go at it, and we make each other better, and that's what is beautiful about this dynamic.
Mm-hmm. It seems like with this team, there's a lot of accountability, like you just kind of said. So you make each other better. Is that something that's kind of one of the key principles of this team?
Yeah, I think Coach brings that up a lot. Another thing that we've been lacking is having those lapses during games, not being focused, and so that's really been an emphasis for us in practice. Every drill, no matter what it is, just being locked in and focused and challenging each other so we can keep improving.
Yeah, what did this game tell you guys about the team leading into conference play and how the team has come thus far into the season?
I think we set a great example of what we want to maybe do this next season or into conference, and I think that will really help us guide us through conference and do really well.
Cool. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.